Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second Warthunder dev server of Updates New Power. So we're back here in the hangar, however I'm in the Russian tree, because there's a new aircraft that's been added, which I will go here in a second. Something I wanted to quickly touch up on before I go into the Yak-38, sorry, is that there's been some new Harriers added for the Americans, which is found right in the attacker line for the Americans. So here it is. And there's a premium one as well. Now, they both have roughly the same ordnance options. Actually, they have the exact same ordnance options as the one in the tech tree and the premium one. They have AIM-9Gs. So they're not great, but I mean, they'll be serviceable at 9.7, as well as the one in the tech tree. This one has flares. Same with the British one that recently got added. This one also has flares and AIM-9Gs. So, you know, it's okay. I still think the SRAM one is going to be one of the better ones. However, something recently got added, which is the main topic of this video, which brings a lot of. It brings an interesting taste to 9.7, that's for sure. Introducing the Yak-38. She's a really chunky, but also really weird-looking plane with the little stubby wings. It's kind of like a more chubby F-104, I guess, with VTOL options. So, let's take a look at the secondary weapon. So this is a 9.7, mind you. Yeah, it carries R-60s. As seen here. It also has these new big rockets, the KH-23Ms. So take a look at the stats here. So basically, yeah, this thing has R-60s at 9.7. So that's gonna be interesting. Oh boy. So it also carries 23mm gun pods as well, because there is, I don't know if there's actually one mounted in the fuselage or not. Ah, yes, there are. There are two right here. Oh, wait. Oh, they're invisible. Well, anyways, so there's two on the wing here. So it doesn't seem like there's any guns mounted inside of the fuselage, it seems. Which commonly goes for this one over here, which is the premium version, going at a whopping 8.9 thousand Golden Eagles. So it's going to be rough. It's going to cost you around $50, I believe. Yeah, like if you get like if you buy the 10,000, which most people do, it's going to cost you around 50, and then you can get a little bit of premium time. This might be a pack vehicle though. I don't know yet. The British one is going to be a pack vehicle. This one, I don't know. So armor, there's no armor, because here in Soviet Russia, we don't need armor. X-ray is pretty interesting. You got some engines here, which are helping the VTOL, and you also have this really strange looking engine here too, which also helps in the VTOL. So I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to start going. So ordnance is a little bit different on this one. You don't get the cannons with the R-60s, so you have to choose from either R-60s or cannons, which could bring problems, especially if you miss both R-60s, but generally if you can get a good lock on someone, then that's basically 2 guaranteed kills. But for meme's sake, I'm going to take the gun pods because I want extra DACA. So we're going to start the test drive here. So, as seen here, we're on the Russian carrier. It's beautifully modeled, I must say. Now this one is a little bit weird because there's no catapult. Well, gee, how am I going to take off? Well, it's a good thing you asked, my good sir. This way. So, like the Harrier, it has the exact same controls, nothing special. However, something weird happens when you start going upward, is it starts to kind of pitch to the left, and I don't know why. I'm trying to use the rudder, but it keeps pushing off into this this maneuver here, so I'm rolling it to try and stabilize it. So I'm gonna start turning down the VTOL so we can start moving forward here. So something to note about this aircraft is its acceleration is very poor compared to the Harrier. Like, the Harrier has insanely strong acceleration. This thing, on the other hand, is not. However, the top speed of this aircraft is better than the Harrier. Also, I will mention that the cockpit looks amazing. Pretty good visibility, I'd say. You can see behind you pretty alright. As well as in front of you. Like, generally, I think this plane will be pretty nice for sim. And just the detail, spectacular. Alright, so I'm going to come up on this F-86 here. Something to note is the maneuverability kind of feels weird. It kind of reminds me of a T2 in some regard. Like how it rolls and just how it maneuvers. It feels like a T2. But it's not. Yeah. I do love the paint scheme, though. This looks gorgeous. As well as the model. Just the model in general looks amazing. Alright, so I'm catching up on this guy. I'm just going to spray in his general direction. And I missed all those. Missed all those. I can aim guns. Oh, I ran out of ammo. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. So, yeah, that was just my aim being absolutely terrible. I mean, these guns do punish. It's just like missed a lot of those. He's probably gonna crash here in a second. Maybe. He is looking like he's dropping altitude. So, the question lies: do you buy the Harrier, or do you buy this thing? In which my response would be, well, which tech tree do you want to grind? Because this is going to be a premium and a tech tree version. So, like, let's say if you wanted to get a tech tree aircraft, the tech tree model of this aircraft or the Harrier. Well, honestly, I think this thing's going to be better than the Harrier, at least the tech tree Harriers. The premium Harrier will give this thing a run for its money because of the SRAMs in general and 9.7. However, both of the tech tree Harriers do have flares, so at least it could deter a little bit from the R60s, but we'll have to wait and see on how that turns out. So, honestly, they seem to be fairly well matched, but the problem is this thing has R60s and it can almost go Mach 1. As you can see here, I'm reaching at around 1,200 kilometers an hour, which is pretty impressive at 9.7, I'd say. You can almost go Mach 1. Then again, the F-100 did get moved up to 9.7, and that thing's supersonic, so... And same thing with the English Electric Lightning, that thing goes Mach 1 all day. So, overall, I think this is a pretty nice vehicle. I feel like it's not going to be full-on meta, though. Just because it only has 2 missiles. And the premium version, you're forced to either carry guns or missiles, which I'd probably recommend the guns. But also, something I noticed is that this engine does like to overheat, so you probably want to keep it at 97%. Let's see if I'm going to go try and land it, which I have no idea if I'm going to be able to or not. So we'll see. But it's hard to say, like, either which premium to buy. I don't think the American Harrier is worth it, though. I honestly believe that the American Harrier is just not as good. It's very similar to the one in the tech tree. At that point, I'd probably either just pick up the F-89D or put a talisman on the B-57B and grind sim for about half an hour and get like all the top tier jets that you'd want. So this is going to be a very botched landing. So I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to pull this off very well, but we'll see. Use my gun recoil. Oh, that's pretty. I will say this thing can be a little bit more temperamental in the hover mode. Like, it feels like it's a little bit harder to land than the Harrier. To me, at least. Your mileage may vary depending on your skills. But generally, to me, this one feels like it's a little bit harder to land. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Come on! No! I was so close! So far. Come on. I still love these new effects. I mean, I think everyone does at this point. Come on, can I please stick the landing? I didn't really do it that well with the Harrier. Come on. Well, I might land on one of these batteries. The landings. Oh crap! No. What? Never mind. Thought I survived that. No, I did not. But yeah, Yak-38. Nice little addition. I don't know if the premium is going to be fully worth it. Because the MiG-17, that is, yeah, the MiG-17 here, the AS, this thing's really strong. It doesn't have the AIM-7s, or I'm sorry, not the AIM-7s, the R60s, but its performance is really nice. Granted, the top speed of this one's better, but this one just feels a lot better to fly. And this one's at 9.0, so you're going to be having more favorable matchmaking, 8-7 matches, stuff like that. Where this thing, if you get up-tiered, you could face supersonic jets. I feel like the VTOL is more of a novelty than practical, but it's still a cool addition to the game nonetheless. However, the reason why I think the Yak-38 is a little bit better is just because of its speed and missiles. But in terms of just how it feels, the Harrier definitely feels much more friendly and just generally just feels better. But in my honest opinion, this one here is probably going to be the best out of all the VTOL aircraft premiums to pick up. This American one, I don't think it's worth it just because of the ordnance it has, but if you want this one solely for its ground pounding ordnance and you don't care about the missiles, then yeah, this one's alright. Same with the tech tree, the tech tree ones. But the fact that this thing has SRAMs is huge. And I expect not only this one, but this one to bump up to 10.0. I have a sneaky suspicion. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. Because as you all know, this is all the dev server. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.